You hear that?
Yeah, what is that?
I have no idea.
It's loud drumming.
Well, let's get on with the review then.
Mm-hmm.
My name's Cora Donato.
And I'm Colin Donato.
And you are watching Donato Brothers Movie Reviews. And we just saw Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. It was actually pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah. Definitely a great sequel to the original Jumanji.
It's because people thought it was a remake.
And it's
originally,
not.
And it's not. It is a straight up sequel to the first film.
Mm-hmm.
And I highly recommend that you watch the first film, Jumanji, with the late, great Robin Williams in it. And I don't know if any of you knew, but Jumanji was based off a book that came back out in 1981 by Chris Van Allsburg.
Who also did The Polar Express and Zathura.
Very great author, very great artwork in this book, and if you ever see it on the shelf, I recommend you pick it up. Mm-hmm. But back to the movie. I really liked it. I loved the actors, the avatars of the high schoolers, because the story goes that there's these high schoolers that get into detention, and while they're in detention, they find the Jumanji game in the attic of the high school. And they start playing it, and they get sucked into the game. And I really loved the actors who played the avatars.
They had The Rock, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, and Karen Gillan.
Yeah, and
Nick
Jonas as well. Which we're not going to tell you much about his character because that's kind of a surprise. But the cool thing about this is that the beginning of the film, this isn't much of a spoiler. This was a theory that I had. I put a video up on Facebook. I was like, "This is my theory." And my theory was right. Jumanji discovered, like when it was discovered in this film, it discovered that people didn't play board games anymore.
People like video games.
Yeah, people like video games more, and it morphed into a game cartridge.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was really cool, and I'm so glad that my theory was right. I mean, there's probably other people that
probably tons of people thought that.
Yeah, probably other people thought that, but I was like, oh, I was right. But yeah, I loved the actors who played the avatars, and they did. Jack Black did an excellent
Jack
job
Black was hilarious
as a teenage girl that's like obsessed with herself.
You haven't seen Jack Black in a while.
We haven't seen. Yeah, he hasn't been in much stuff.
Comeback.
It's kind of he's been in like independent films.
Mm-hmm.
The Rock was, of course, The Rock in this.
He plays the same character in every movie.
He plays him. Well, no, he plays kind of a nerdy character in this, so it is kind of a different thing for him then, I guess.
But still, he's the big, strong guy.
I will say Kevin Hart's character is
Kevin Hart and The Rock are great together.
Yeah, they're great together. I mean, Kevin Hart's playing Kevin Hart in this film, but he's just good playing himself, and he's doing it well, and he's making a lot of money doing it. So
you never get in the water with backpack on.
Oh, that was so funny. It's like, you gotta go in and save her. It's like, I got a backpack on. You don't get water with a backpack. Everybody knows that. Yeah. There was a lot of comedy in this film.
Yeah, it's almost like more of a comedy film than it was action. Yeah. I think it was like action comedy.
Yeah, action comedy. Karen Gillan did a good job in this film. I mean, you could tell she was definitely trying to mask her British accent. I mean, she had been in other things, like she was...
Nebula and Guardians of the Galaxy and Amy Pond and Doctor Who.
Yeah. One of the things I didn't like it was the villain. I felt the villain was a little weak.
Well, the villain's not really him. It's the game.
The game's more of the antagonist because in the original film the game was the villain. And now in this film, the game is the villain again because the game just wants to ruin children's lives.
And in this one, they have to return this jewel
to the statue. Yeah, they have to return a jewel to the statue, which we shouldn't give out too much information. Yeah.
But I'm thinking, do you think the curse is broken on the thing now?
I'm not sure, but they'll have to go out and see.
Yeah.
Because is Jumanji still going to exist, or is it not?
I really want to know who made Jumanji.
Yeah, that's always been a mystery. That's one of the things I've always
it dates back to the 1800s.
Yeah, in the original film, it goes back to 1869, and there's these kids burying it, and then it's rediscovered in 1969 by Alan Parrish. And there are in this film, in Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle, there are references to the old film. And I loved that. Just seeing that on there, like I'm just a huge lover of the original Jumanji. It's such a good film. Still good today. I mean, some of the effects don't live up
Yeah,
as
like
today,
some of them, like
yeah.
the monkeys.
The monkeys are the one
really
part,
garbage.
but other things like the practical effects were good.
Yeah.
Just like in this movie, there was a good bit of practical
Yeah.
effects as well. Like there's this awesome shot of these motorcycles coming over this hill.
Yeah, it looks right out of a video
It
game
looks
almost.
awesome. Well,
I mean, it is.
It is a video game, and there's a lot of. If you're a video gamer, there's tons of little jokes and references to video games in it.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you're a video gamer, you'll discover that in the film.
Yeah.
Colin, what would you rate this film as?
I think I would give it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10? I definitely also give it an 8 out of 10. Colin, you hear that?
What is that same sound again?
We gotta go discover why that is. Colin, look at this.
Whoa.
You wanna play?